Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. This is the 5th generation of the Mercedes S-Class known as the W221, and this car comes courtesy of Durga Car Decor to me, so make sure to click on the link in the pinned comment and give them a follow on Instagram. Straight away we are going to be opening the engine bay, which means I have to pull this lever and then I need to pull this upwards, of course. Okay, here we go. Yeah, little bit of effort because I'm using one hand. V6 engine there, proper covering, there's insulation right there as well, and we will shut it for the moment. There's chrome. I like the design of this car. First and foremost, the lights have this sort of a pointy treatment here. Two projectors, dual projectors. This is the LED. It also gets headlight washers, which is quite cool, and you see chrome is there lower half. That is the towing hook of the vehicle. Front parking sensors, and this is actually the indicator which turns the DRL off, of course. Says blue efficiency right there because this is the diesel and this is actually functional. It pushes out air, pulls in air, whatever. It is actually functional, no fake bits at all. So I love the design of the S-Class always. You've seen, so I mean you can see some sensors here on the top for rain sensors, I believe. Anyways, the size of the wheels happens to be 235 55 17s. Alloy wheel design could be a little better, of course, and I have to really walk back to show you the full length of the car. It is long, it is supremely elegant. This car I think is 2010ish. CDI written there, S350. The lights look beautiful. Get the LED treatment, but this is not LED, that is a bulb. Niche to LED lag hi raha hai mujhe. Anyways, let's open the boot of the vehicle. Oh, that is fast. Okay, you get these lights here, sort of reflectors, or to tell people that the boot is open. The boot is big, but this thing seems to have a fridge, so uski wajah se na it's taking some space there. Spare wheel, of course. There it is. It's actually, I think it looks like an alloy to me. The size of the tire, I can figure 225 50 17s. So yeah, it is actually smaller size. There's a 12 volt charging socket right there. There's a light placement on both the sides, and that is the first aid kit of the vehicle. This is a proper place to actually hold and shut this. There is the camera, of course, and soft close for the boot as well. Twin exhaust. Yeah, these are real exhaust. Faisal Khan's fingers of truth will not risk themselves today because these are real exhaust. That time when Mercedes used to offer real exhaust, now they obviously offer fake exhaust. From this side, just look at the elegance of the car. It looks so amazing. I love it. And that is a very Chintu Mintu antenna. Let's open the door. Chrome door handles. Now there is good amount of comfort at the rear. Some bottles lying here and there. So I'm just going to move it. No problem. Now there is a center armrest which has got lot of buttons. And here you've got remotes too. This is a proper S-Class. And this thing has to be opened. There is the refrigerator. Yeah, it's got a refrigerator where something is lying right now. My goodness, that's so cool. You can turn on and off the refrigerator if you so wish. The seats are super duper comfortable, super duper nice, super duper awesome. This sensor actually blinks, so this is for the rear sensors, which you can see in the rear view mirror. It will blink and tell you. Multitude of airbags. Obviously you've got sun visors as well. Lot of space on offer. Let's do one thing. Let's get inside. Oh my goodness, this car is super duper comfy. Like amazing under thigh support. Good amount of leg room, good amount of knee room, good amount of headroom as well. Seats feel super comfortable as well. And I think the audio is on, so we're going to shut that for a moment, which means that I have to turn off the volume, and the volume is at 0. Meanwhile, lot of controls here. You have got memory settings for the rear, so 3 people settings you can save. You get ventilation function for the rear seats as well as heating function. Actually, this function is there for all the seats and easy to recline the seat. There, you know, it's moving right now. So comfort levels are absolutely obnoxious in this car, and lot of electronic controls. In fact, you can see there is a proper ashtray right there. Super duper awesome here. I just show you the ashtray in proper light. Okay, door pockets are not that big. Scooped out seat bag, magazine holders. There are twin screens at the rear. And a lot of buttons to operate so many things. I can press any button and move the seats. So I've decided to operate the rear seats. I need to actually understand it. So you can decide left or right seat, and then you can move it. Actually, it's more for moving the controls of the seat to adjust or get your proper position as well. There is air conditioning at the rear as well. Of course, there has to be an air conditioning at the rear. This is a Mercedes S-Class, but all the controls, 4-zone climate control, AC vents right there, AC vents here as well. And I can actually press this button and then operate the, okay, let me activate this. Okay, it's not active at the moment, but I can move this seat ahead or behind and accordingly increase the comfort levels. There's a light placement on the top. Yeah, the buttons are a little different here. and you get a massive handle too, and there of course you get a mirror along with a light, and this seems to be the speaker. My goodness, the dashboard looks super duper awesome. Plenty of leather in this car. This car has obnoxious amount of leather. And okay, someone has locked the power window, so I can press this button, these buttons to retract all the sun blinds, the one in the center as well. And we have obviously got sun blinds here as well, so proper privacy, lot of wood treatment. Such an amazing car, even when you factor in that this is actually 2 generations behind, and the doors also open really very wide. I don't have to push the door close, because it has got, there you see, it has got soft door close. Okay, I think this is not active on this car particularly right now. Yeah, there it is, soft door close. I didn't shut it only properly, so this is not shut. If I shut it like there it goes inside. The soft door close works really fast and aggressive on this car. We're going to use it on the front as well, which is obviously because we can. And there you see the soft door close, there it pulls in so fast, it's absolutely obnoxiously quick. And here is even more fun, because there's so many controls for the drivers to lock or unlock the vehicle. All the controls, you can move the seat, that seat ahead or behind, so that seat is the most hated one. And ventilation, heating function, all the power window controls, and there is storage here. I kid you not, there is storage here. How do you open? Yeah, from here you open it. There is storage. Why do you need storage? I don't know. Honestly, these are the controls for the headlights, electric parking brake. Seats are super duper comfortable, really awesome. And then there are a lot of tricks up its sleeve. First and foremost, the windows are open right now. How do we shut it? If you keep this climate button pressed, and there you see the power windows roll up. Yeah, see, my hand is here. I am not pressing anything. Yeah, by pressing this button, the internal circulation, you keep it pressed, and then this also happens. That's also quite cool. Okay, this screen is a 3D screen, so what you see from here is different from what you see from there. Yeah, can you see that? Little different here and there. That is also so cool. Obviously I have to change the settings, but it is configured that way that the driver is not distracted if someone is seeing something else. I don't know what exactly data you're seeing, but if there's some data which you're seeing which the driver should not see, the person on the side will see something else, then you order doing inside rear view mirror. There is a sunglass holder here. There is a proper mirror along with a light, and same is the case here as well. And in those times FASTag was not there, so it's hung here. In fact, it's got plenty of airbags as well. Wood treatment in the center. There's a clock which is analog. AC controls here, you see. These are the controls for the CD changer. It gets a 6 CD changer, and you can control all that. There's a SD card slot as well. Now thing is, a lot of buttons here. This is obviously for the co-drivers. No, this is not for the co-driver. This is actually to recline this. Check this out. Okay, if I keep this button pressed, I can actually recline the rear headrest, which is so cool, which just makes it easier for me to actually see at what is there at the rear. And I can do that for the rear sun blind as well. You can put a lot of cables here to actually use the audio system at the rear. The screens at the rear. Instrument cluster is fantastic. I love it. I love the way the tachometer has been done. Audio controls on the steering wheel. The steering wheel feels special. This is the gas selector, which also feels nice and different. This is for the cruise control. This is for the indicator, and that's not all. This is actually also for the wipers. So indicator as well as the wipers. The wipers obviously work really well on this car, because this is a Mercedes-Benz at the end of the day. But they have put controls here for the sport mode. That is for the suspension actually, and you can raise the ride height of the vehicle if you so wish. You can turn off the parking sensors, and this is actually for the brightness. But you know what? This is for the gearbox mode. So the controls are all over the place. Nothing really well planned. There is there are these buttons here, I think, for calling somebody. And this thing opens both sides. So you can open this side as well. There's the remote, and you can open it from the other side as well, which is the case with all new Mercedes cars. So I think fantastic interiors, really good amount of features for something which is more than 10-11 years old. Fabulous. I'm so impressed by Mercedes cars because of the level of comfort and luxury. And this S-Class, even 2 generations older, my goodness, it feels fantabulous. Paddles are plastic, but never mind. Let's start driving. Too much wood any which ways. Alright, we're all set to go, which means a lot of settings have to be changed. First and foremost, we get into drive mode, and we get sport for the S suspension, Airmatic Sport at the moment. Gearbox, I'm going to get into sport. Where is the display? There it is. Yeah, it is in sport right now. And handbrake also needs to be put down, and off we go. Oh my goodness, firstly the car is super duper smooth. It's obnoxiously smooth for a car of this age when you expect it to obviously deteriorate in terms of the suspension. This one doesn't seem to have, because that's the level of smoothness on offer. The steering has some amount of heft at lower speeds also, so kind of feels heavy. But getting rid of the gas, acceleration is very linear. Red lines at slightly over 4,000 RPM. Horn is kind of meek. So driving this humongous S-Class, I realized that comfort and smoothness has always been the forte of this car. Now this uses a 3-liter V6 diesel engine, the S350 CDI, and Mercedes launched the latest generation of the S-Class, the V223, with a S350 of course. This one produces 210 horsepower and the torque output happens to be 490 Newton meters, paired to a 7-speed or 7G Tronic, which is actually a torque converter gearbox. Performance is very smooth and linear. Braking performance is very nice. Ride quality is subtle. I mean, it is very supple, not subtle, it's supple. It rides supremely well, so smooth, so nice, and you get a good view of what's around. The level of comfort and refinement inside for a car, I mean for 2 generations older S-Class, obnoxiously awesome. So I'll tell you a small story. In around 2010, when I was just starting college, that time Mercedes was actually sending me this car. I had already driven 2-3 media cars of Mercedes, I think a C-Class or something, and this S-Class was coming to me. I was super excited, but I had an exam around that ballpark time. So I actually cancelled the car and I was like, मैं बाद में मंगाता हूँ शांति से, exam का tension नहीं होगा सर पे. Till date that car did not come, and that's the reason why I don't believe in procrastination at all. जो करना है आज कर लो, finish it off, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, and that's something the S-Class has actually taught me. While we are sitting on the signal, let me show you another very cool feature. Steering wheel obviously gets both reach as well as rake adjustment, and everything is electric, but somehow in this car everything works super duper fast. Whether it's the soft door close, whether it's the steering movement, everything is so obnoxiously quick. Anyways, we are going to get to the comfort mode for the suspension, just to understand and enjoy the comfort level of driving. And for the gearbox also, I'm going to shift it into manual. Let's see if it gives me manual control of things. Here I've given a right indicator. Let's see how is the turning radius of this car, because it's going to be obnoxiously huge. Oh my god, steering has too much heft in the center position. It requires a little bit of effort onto the gas. Power delivery is super duper linear. It doesn't push you back into the seat at all, but you can actually maneuver this car because suspension is soft. So in spite of the road conditions, you are always in comfort. So even if you like push it hard, there is body roll, of course there has to be, but the car just glides through. Front, lateral, any direction, the gliding of this car is what makes an S-Class super duper comfortable. Now when this car was launched almost 10-11 years back, that time the price was rupees 94 lakhs on road Mumbai. Today of course the S-Class which was launched recently, the latest generation model, that one cost 1.9 crores on road Mumbai.
We are selling this car for just rupees 16 lakh rupees. I know some of you real car enthusiasts will say that it's too much, but look at the car, it's perfect, is what it is.
Now what is the USP of this car? In spite of the age and 2 generations of the S-Class, which now obviously gets a lot of radar tech and magic body control and whatnot, this car's ride quality is still amazing. You know why? Because they've got the right tire size. The new S-Class obviously has obnoxiously low profile tires, which it should not, but then Mercedes offers it just for the bling, I believe, or for the launch edition models. This one's ride is really very impressive, and 4000 RPM, it gets little vocal, the engine, but for the most part the smoothness and refinement stays throughout, irrespective of the speed. Now the E-Class, which had comes around the same time, also had similar interiors. So Mercedes always uses common interiors, but the S-Class really differentiates itself in the level of comfort and luxury it offers. It's just a notch above everything else in the market at the moment, and at every moment. That's why they say it's the future of the automobile. Using the paddles to make shifts. Gearbox is not fast with shifts, it doesn't have to be. Around the corner you can feel the roll, but there's good amount of grip on offer. And now I finally can get rid of that FOMO which I have, or I had, that I have not driven the 5th generation of the S-Class. Now I have, and now my life seems complete. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you liked it, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye.
That was quick.
ऐसे ही फटफट करेंगे.